Hey guys, welcome back to A Little Less Lisa. If you're new here, my name is Lisa and this channel is all about my health, wellness, fitness, and now weight loss maintenance journey. So if that sounds like content you're interested in, I'd love to see you back here. So click the subscribe button and the notification bell. That way you will know every time I upload a video. This video is my kind of occasional now. I used to say weekly, but it's not really weekly anymore. So my occasional check-in to see how things are going, how my eating's going, my exercise, my weight in sort of relative terms. So yeah, let's see how things have been going. A quick little introduction to me if you are new. As I said, my name is Lisa. I am a 58-year-old mother of 4. I am postmenopausal and I lost about 60 pounds on a GLP-1 medication, specifically using tirzepatide. And get my medication through Friday's Health, who I absolutely love. I think they are absolutely fantastic. I have waxed poetic about them many a time, but they are now doing multiple month prescriptions. So if that is something that you are interested in, especially if you like to stock up a little bit like I do, and one of the things that I love about them is they don't send it to you all at once. So you don't have that bud date issue. So if you are looking for a telehealth company to get your medication, I highly recommend. I am an advocate for them. So if you would like to save $100 on your first month, I will have the code listed right here on the screen, as well as it's always in my description box. There's also a link there. If that's easier for you, you can just click that and it will automatically input the code for you. But yeah, fantastic deal. As I said, cannot speak more highly of Friday's Health. And I have been using Fridays now for well over a year. Yeah, well over a year where I've gotten my medication through them. Anyway, so let's get into how things have been going. So if you missed my last video, which was a kind of a day in the life, more of kind of a vlog style, but I did give an update while I was getting ready of what happened in my cardiologist appointment. So again, as a little refresher, or if you're new, I had brachioplasty surgery, so you can kind of see my scar along here. I also had my breast implants removed and I had a breast lift. And when I was going through that process, I obviously had to be cleared for surgery, so I had all the pre-op stuff. And my internal medicine doctor, because he was new to me here in the city, he wanted me to go see a cardiologist. And when I went to go to the cardiologist and got an echocardiogram, they saw that I had some excess fluid around my heart. I thought actually that it might have been caused by the fact that I was taking oral minoxidil. I currently wear wigs, although my bio hair is definitely coming back, but honestly, I don't know that I'll ever stop wearing wigs because it's just so much easier. And I'm also growing out my gray right now, so it's kind of nice because I can just cover up the gray with a wig. But anyway, I had significant hair loss, about 3.5 or so months into the weight loss phase. And so I started taking oral minoxidil. Well, I found out that oral minoxidil, one of the black box warnings is that it can cause excess fluid around the heart. Now, unfortunately for me, that was not the case. I went off of it. I had been off of it for almost 4 months when I saw the cardiologist again, and it was still present. So he sent me for a CAT scan as well as a calcification test for my heart, both with and without contrast, so that they could check my arteries and things like that to see if I had any calcium buildup or any plaque in my arteries, which I have had before because I do have family history of heart disease. My father died of a massive heart attack, unfortunately, at the age of 54. So I saw my cardiologist, I guess now it'll be almost 2 weeks ago, for my follow-up after they got the results of everything. I had seen my results already for the calcification test, which came back as zeros, which is great. It was zeros when I had it 5 years ago, so everything is good there. But they did still see a slight amount of fluid around my heart, but the good news is the cardiologist is not concerned about it at all because the CAT scan can actually sort of, it slices you like this. He gets a lot better imaging and can also see like behind my heart, etc. And he said, it's fine. I don't need to do any medication to try to get rid of it. I don't have to go see a thoracic surgeon so that they can drain it, which that just sounded super pleasant. So yeah, that is all good. So that is the update. I am healthy and very happy to hear it. Also, as many of you know, I have been under a lot of stress lately, and thankfully that stress level has been coming down kind of week by week. What we were dealing with as a family, that stress has been eliminated, and so things are on the uprise and things are looking great there, so that is fantastic. Everything seems to be progressing just as it should as far as the sale of our co-op. So that's all good. And, Nick is obviously still not here. He's in San Francisco, but things are going well with him. We're going to see him in a couple weeks when he comes home so he can pack his stuff and take more things out to San Francisco. So, it always is still sad every time, I walk past his room and know that he's probably not going to be coming home, at the end of the summer, he's not coming home. He'll be staying in San Francisco. So, but we are so proud of him and that we can support his business and future endeavors. So all of that, everything is really going in a positive direction. So I did talk to my actual internal medicine doctor who does my prescription that I get directly through Lilly Direct, because I have a pretty good backstock of compounded medication and I don't want to missing bud dates, things like that. And when you get the name brand medication, yes, it's costing me significantly more to get that, but those bud dates are well into 2026. So I have a very good backstock of compounding medication that I'm just kind of working my way through. And then I have pens, and now I actually have vials from Lilly Direct because those are cheaper than me getting the actual pens, even with the savings card. I'm saving, I think it's $150 or something like that. So it's cheaper for me to get the vial. So I did talk to my actual provider, not my Friday's health provider, about experimenting with 7.5 milligrams because, as I mentioned before, I've been experiencing quite a bit of food noise and it was really bothering me. And it wasn't necessarily that my weight was really going in any particular direction. I'm pretty well stabilized, but hearing all that again just was a lot. So he agreed and said, especially because I have the compound, so it's really easy for me to honestly withdraw whatever dosage I want. But clearly I wanted to talk to my physician before doing something different. So I did 7.5 last week. I've done now 2 shots. I should have taken a shot this past Sunday, but I'm going to take it right before I go to Paris. So there'll be about 10 or 11 days in between injections when I take my next one. I will definitely say that the food noise has been cut down dramatically. And I will also say that I am getting that feeling of fullness again, definitely not to the extent, which is good, of how it was during my weight loss phase and in the beginning, where, honestly, I would eat 4 bites of something and I would literally feel like the food was up to here. So I don't have that, but before I could eat quite a bit and not really feel full. Now, I think I still was doing a good job of self-policing, I guess, what I was eating as far as amounts and things, not overeating. But this definitely is helping that I don't have to think about it quite as much. I'm able to eat and I'm not getting full after 4 bites. So I'm good with the 7.5. I think when I get back from Paris, that will probably push out my next shot for a little bit longer than a week as well. I think based on the way I'm feeling right now, I think I could certainly go 10 days on 7.5 and not have any issues, but we'll kind of see how that plays out. But I am waiting to take my shot because, I'm going to the land, as I would say, of croissant, there we go. And lots of very good food and cheese and wine. And I'm going with an amazing group of friends, and there will be, yes, lots of partaking of French food and delicacies. And I'm hoping that by taking my shot right before I go, that will help control some of maybe the excess eating that I probably would have done if I was still only on the 5 milligrams. So again, not looking to lose any additional weight. I'm very happy with where I am. Just really wanted to address the food noise. As far as eating is concerned, still focusing on protein. Do I get 90 to 108 grams a day every day? No, absolutely not. But I am really trying, if I see that I'm probably going to be short, I try to drink a second protein drink. So, I get at least 60, sometimes up to like 70 grams of protein, depending on how I make my protein coffee. So that's good. And then, kind of supplement, obviously, or with whatever it is that I'm actually eating, that generally takes me up there. Exercise obviously I shouldn't say obviously, exercise continues to be fantastic. I love my trainer. She's just been fantastic. She's so great about being proactive, about telling me if she's not going to be around. So if I need something, definitely let her know ahead of time. We already did plan. I looked online and it looks like the hotel I'm staying at does have a gym, but I think probably like only dumbbells. So I let her know about 2 weeks ago that I was going to be gone, that I actually will be traveling on what would normally be my full body workout day. And so I said, look, I'm going to be jet lagged when I get there. I am not going to work out on Friday. So let's just skip that. So she just like removed it for me for that week. And then she altered my lower body and upper body workouts, which I will be doing while I'm in Paris, to dumbbell exercises only. So that's what I love about it, is it's so customizable, and there's a chat feature in the app and you just chat, and she's great. I mean, she almost always responds within like an hour or so. And yeah, so cannot speak highly enough. We just changed my routine about a week and a half ago. You saw that in that day in the life vlog. And I've got some weights that are really challenging me. I did my upper body yesterday, and yeah, it was, those last like 3 reps on my overhead press, I am struggling to get those out, but I do get them and I'm making it work and I'm doing it and I love it. I'm still loving my Pilates class. I actually have a session later today that I'm gonna go to. That'll be my last workout before I get on an airplane and go to Paris. So I did think about maybe trying to take a Pilates class in Paris, and then I thought, I don't speak French. I'm not gonna know at all what they're saying. I mean, you can probably get the gist of it, and obviously I could kind of look around me and see what other people are doing, but I thought, never mind. We'll be good with the 2 workouts, and obviously I will be doing a ton of walking, so not concerned about that. So I think that's really all I have to report. As I said, weight is, pretty stabilized. I'm in that range that I set for myself, around my happy weight, I think is what we're calling it now, instead of a goal weight. And I love what I see in the mirror. I love looking at, my upper body and the strength that I'm building, and still trying to build a little bit of a booty. I still have kind of that flat pancake, but it takes time. But things really are looking up, and I'm so excited to go on my trip and be with friends and drink wine and have fabulous food and do some incredible shopping and just people watch and do the things that I love to do on vacations. So that is it. If you have any questions, let me know. Again, anything I say here, not medical advice. I'm not a medical provider, but if you have questions and I can answer you from the perspective of my own personal experience, please let me know. Drop me a comment in the comment box. If you enjoyed the video, I would love it if you would give it a thumbs up. And again, I would love to see you back. So click the subscribe button and the notification bell. It is completely free to subscribe to a YouTube channel. I know sometimes that gets a little confusing because there are like memberships, but just to regular subscribe, there's no charge, just free. Just click that little subscribe button, and then there's a little bell that you can click on, and that way you will know every time I upload a video. If you want to keep on watching, there'll be one over in the corner that you can click on. And remember, kindness and hate spread the same. The choice is yours. I'll see you in the next video, guys. Take care. Bye-bye.